Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are going to look at something that I thought was never going to be possible, and that is a true viable AirPods Pro competitor. So today we're going to be looking at the new, and I should say, I believe it is the 2022, it's the Jabra Evolve2 BUDS. And this is a different edition than what you might normally see inside of a Best Buy. And this is basically Jabra's newest headsets. And I was actually able to reach out to my friends at Jabra. This is not a sponsored video. And this is something that I personally was given to as pretty much a thank you and a review unit for me to kind of take out. And once again, these views are my views only, and 100% are not controlled or, at any way, pushed to a certain viewpoint from Jabra. The guys at Jabra, they make great products, and we've been partners with them, with my company, for a long time. But I thought when I got this, I said, hey, look, do you guys mind if I do a review on it? And they said, absolutely, sure. So I wanted to just kind of talk about what my thoughts were on this unit. And trust me, I'm going to say at the end of it, you're going to have a definitive, idea of how much I like them or dislike them. Now, with that, this is a pretty simple packaging. I'm not going to go through the unboxing because I've already got it unboxed and it's sitting over here. As I bring everything up here, I'm going to showcase the dock first because I think the dock is very interesting. This is a Qi wireless charging dock. It's just a regular USB-A on one end, Qi wireless charging here. I don't remember if it's any faster than 7 watts to charge. I believe that's just 7 watts to charge, but it works really well, and actually works on the AirPods as well and my iPhone. So I can easily just set my phones on there, so I actually keep it on the desk here, and it's just a great little addition for me to use whenever I'm just sitting at my desk doing work and I need to do a quick charge. And the nice thing about it is the base of the buds themselves, the Evolve2 buds themselves, is a flat base, so it just sits on top and you get a little LED letting you know that it's charging. Same thing with your AirPods. If you put the AirPods on there on their back, they'll go orange and letting you know it's charging as well. So I don't even have to plug up my AirPods to a lightning cable anymore. But there's two things about this particular set that I really like over anything that AirPods can do so far. And as I open it up, you can kind of see in the case, there's something else in the middle, right? There's a little object in there, and that's actually a USB deck dongle. So this guy comes out, plugs into the side of your computer, and they actually come in two different forms. This is the USB-C version, and it's gonna be very hard to see it, right? And then they also make a USB-A version. And what this does is it gives you two key features that I think separates it from anything that the AirPods can do as of now. Now, that's not gonna say it's gonna change down the road. With this in, it does extend my range better. So in the event that I'm actually at the office and I plug it in, I can go probably an extra 30 to 60 feet beyond the normal Bluetooth range, which with these guys I normally work with. They're Bluetooth as well. And that gives you just a nice little bit of extra flexibility. Now, I'm not going to go through official specs of what they say it can go. I know they say it states a little bit further, and I'll put it up there. But I can tell you right now, it does increase that range some. In my house, however, my Bluetooth range has always been weird. As I go downstairs from up here, I've got pretty good clarity on both the Jabras and my AirPods, all the way down, probably about 25 feet downstairs and then over into my living room area. But as I kind of go back under my room, this is where, of course, it's going to be the thickest amount of floor, less signal going through it, so it's got to penetrate through, the wood floor and then any metal there, any kind of interference from other devices. So it starts to get really bad. I'm actually almost like directly under my kitchen when I'm standing in my office. So if I'm in the kitchen, my AirPods, when I first got them, they sounded pretty decent up until about 5 feet into the kitchen next to the refrigerator. Now they don't, they just kind of going in and out. These with Bluetooth was roughly the same thing. So Bluetooth, I would say they're about even. But with that little adapter, it extended a little bit further. I can actually go pretty far into my kitchen, right up to the refrigerator. It cuts in and out for a few seconds, and it seems like it does something that switches it, and I'm fine. And I can even go into my garage now with these. And that was very impressive. I was like, wow, I can actually use these in a system where I need to go run to my car. I'm on a conference call really quick, or I got to run out to pick up a package real quick. I'm on a conference call. I can pause my video, go downstairs, go grab what I need, come back up. That's a big advantage. It's a really good, helpful advantage. And then I started thinking about, well, what other ways could I use this? So, you know, I started walking around. I've had these now for about 3 weeks, and I can tell you, I was hesitating on making the video too soon. I didn't want to just give 3 or 4 days and make a video. I wanted to really experience it and see exactly how much I like it. And I can tell you that it was something that stood out to me, where I felt like it was just an awesome feature. Now, kind of going forward through, before I get to that second feature that stands out to me, the application. And this is the reason why I want to go through this first. The app that's here, and I can tell you, I went through the whole setup process. It is a little bit daunting setting up the Jabras, but it's daunting in a kind of a unique, fun way, because you get a chance to kind of see all of the features that it can do. It kind of goes through the noise cancellation, because it does offer ANC. It offers, you know, the different levels of how much audio that you can actually receive in and out when you're actually transmitting your audio through the ANC. If you want to have that transparent mode that you would normally have on the AirPods, it has something similar. And I'm gonna get to a couple things where I think the AirPods are definitely better, and things where the Jabra is better. Then this comes to the sound mode, where you can adjust like the sound and how well the equalizer builds. And this is something right now that's a strength for the Jabra, because even though that the AirPods has kind of a similar type of feature built into the AirPods where you can adjust that sound flexibility, the Jabras just do it a little bit different and a little bit better, in my opinion, because you do have a true EQ that you can actually adjust, whereas to the AirPods are slightly automated, but the automation is done really well. And even then, if you just select the presets, they're done really well. So I think with this, I think they both are very much an even toss when it comes to general audio specs and setup. Where the AirPods, however, stand out is that transparency mode is definitely better. I will give that to the AirPods. It's just something about the way that they actually filter out that audio. It sounds so much better. I think what happens with the Jabra, and you can kind of see with the build, the fact that they are designed to kind of go into your ear, you get an instant connectivity message letting you know it's connected, and then you get this little music, but you can see how it just fits in your ear, and this is snug. I mean, I can run around and run, bike, whatever, and it's not coming out of my ear. That's where the AirPods don't do as well, and that's just because the AirPods are form fitted to fit a universal ear. These are designed to fit someone who can put it in their ear without really worried about it because of the tips. And this is why I think that the ANC is a little bit better on the Jabras when it comes to surrounding and kind of muffling out that surrounding sound, because of the way the tips are made. The tips are made totally different than the Apple tips. They look similar, but they're made a little bit different, and they just feel a little bit more snug in there, which they cancel out a little bit more noise, in my opinion, on that. And I think that's where something that the AirPods 2 may actually have done a little bit better. I haven't tried them yet, so I can't really say that, oh, it's going to be that much better. Now moving back to this little guy, and another feature that kind of stood out to me was being that these are designed to be around a business, right? These are designed for someone in an office environment, and that's why, like I said, you don't normally see these in a Best Buy. Now, they actually do sell them in some, like Best Buy for Business and stuff like that, and you may even see them in a Best Buy store, but by large, and the most part, they don't really sell these in Best Buy. And if I'm wrong, I'll put a big old, nope, sorry, they do sell them in there up there. But because they're designed, they actually designed to work with Microsoft Teams. They're designed to work with other other software programs like Zoom, Teams, Cisco, but Teams in particular is the one that this is designed for, because that little adapter I talked about does a couple things within Teams that, as of right now, you can't really do that on AirPods. So let's say I'm in a call and I'm actually on a Teams call, and all of a sudden I need to raise my hand, but I'm kind of sitting back from my desk. I can just do a long press on the right ear and it'll raise my hand within Teams. People, that is pretty cool, right? And then if I don't want to unraise it, just press and hold again and unraise it. Awesome sauce, right? It is something that stands out. Of course, you have the ability to change your mute and your volume control and everything else in there. But I just see things like that. Those little simple things that I can just do with a simple command from the headset to tell Teams to do something, right? It stands out. To mute on Teams, same thing. I think it's the left side. You press that and it mutes and unmutes. So these are little triggers that, yeah, you could typically, if you're a programmer, you know how to program within Teams. It's an open API system, so you can easily just create a shortcut or a process to where if you long pressed on your stem on the AirPods, you could do that too. But Jabra's already done it, right? It's here. It's already done. It's live. It works. And I can tell you, I've done it several calls. I think the very first time I did it, my hand was in raised up and down, and everyone was like, "What are you doing?" So I had to make sure I warned them, "Hey, I'm playing around with some Jabras, and just wanted to see how well it worked." But I personally like these, and I'm going to keep them. I'm going to continue to use them, and they will be my desk phone headset. And then my AirPods will travel with me in the car remotely. Eventually, I probably will start using these once my AirPods are completely gone, which I feel like they're going to be gone within the next few months. And, I'll just go from there, and I'll continue to add more down the road. The thing about headsets is, it seems to me like every year you can buy a new set of headsets, especially earbuds, because things happen to them, right? They get wet, they get damaged, you lose one. They get outdated really quickly now. Like the AirPod 2s come out, AirPod Pro 2s come out with some new fantastic features in there, and then their competitors are going to come right back with something similar, if not better in some ways. But Apple's Apple. Jabra is going to be not a true competitor for the AirPods because they're not pushing it for that. They have other headphones that are designed to be around the AirPods, but these are, or AirPod Pros I should say, but these are definitely a worthy consideration for anyone who's looking for a office-minded headset that you can use in many environments, but primarily use it in a business format. AirPods, absolutely you can use them, but I think you're going to get more use out of these.